one of the mission statements of Baltimore teachers union is to enhance the quality of education for students in the city, and that's not being done. I would categorize it as a system of complacency, and so being money hungry without actually putting out the results that we're supposed to be putting out. Project Baltimore has done such amazing journalism, investigative journalism on exposing Baltimore City schools and just the dismal outcomes for Black students. In a recent report that they just found is that the Baltimore Teachers Union is getting millions of dollars when student outcomes have continued to decline. And most recently, they got an uptick in the amount of monies that they are getting. It was heartbreaking. I was totally surprised because the kids are graduating from high school not knowing how to read. They're being shipped directly into the criminal justice system, and it's disheartening, especially when there's an organization that's supposed to be created to implement strategies to increase education opportunities. However, that's not being done. A lot of people get confused when we talk about the teachers union, and they believe that we're talking about teachers, but we're not discussing teachers. The teachers unions is our political organization and all of their affiliates that's set up to fund and lobby organizations. And one of the main things that they do is fund the Democratic Party. Everyone should know that this is a special interest group that's trying to bring our students down, to be quite frank. The teachers union was a funder of the Black Lives Matter movement, and that's why I started our organization, Black Minds Matter, because I saw that there was a facade of morality going around, and in real strategies to correct deep-seated injustices such as the education system was not being addressed. It's abysmal, and you have to think where the corruption lies. They constantly come out saying that they do not support school choice. They don't support increasing education opportunities for students. Empirical research studies have seen that students, especially Black and brown kids who go to charter schools and private schools, have significantly better education outcomes than students who stay in traditional public schools. The only bandage to increasing education outcomes in the traditional public school space is to increase funding, to give more money into the system. But the average per pupil expenditure in Baltimore City schools is $22,000 per kid per year. And so more money has not increased education outcomes for students in the state, and especially in Baltimore City schools. They're profiting off of our kids. They're profiting off of, just the dismal outcomes for Black and brown students in the city. And one of the remedies is to give that money to parents. There are programs that are now expanding freedom to allow parents to use their education dollars however they see fit. If that's to buy books and pencils, tutoring services, pay tuition, but it doesn't have to be for that. And that's what we need to do for students instead of dumping all the money into the teachers union. The legislature should ensure that the monies that's going in funding this union is not being taken from the public school coffers. Teacher pay is always being lobbied at the state. So how are they getting more money? We have this system of public education, educating the public, and in choice programs, there's this accountability factor already baked in. But when we don't hold public schools accountable for educating our kids, we're just setting them up for failure. We have to hold them accountable